When it comes to the capital budget process, finance really is the arc of the process in many ways. So every project starts with an idea that could come from any number of our subject matter experts. You've got pipelines, transmission and distribution, water treatment, wastewater. The finance department works with these other departments to sort of pool the resources and the ideas to come up with a comprehensive capital budget in 5-year increments. We call it the Capital Improvement Program, or CIP.
Finance ensures we design a budget where our services can be resilient despite the challenges we might face.
We're really invested in preparing for the next 100 years and beyond.
A lot of our system has so much infrastructure that requires ongoing maintenance and renewal.
Over time, water is one of the most corrosive things that we have, and it starts eating away, all the metals.
Pumps don't last forever. We need new pumps. Electrical systems need upgrading to meet current standards.
We help turn it into a budget, and then it goes before a decision-making body called the Capital Steering Committee, or CSC. That's a group of directors and other managers across the organization who help order the projects on that risk versus reward basis.
The strategic plan helps guide the biennial budget that sets the financial plan over the next 2 years. Long-term financial stability has been key to the success of our history, so finance does its best to build a budget that keeps us moving forward.
The capital improvement program that comes out of the capital steering committee process is actually just the beginning and not the end for the tens and sometimes hundreds of employees throughout the district that are going to work to make those projects happen.
It's part of EBMUD's mission to provide high quality water and wastewater service at fair and reasonable rates for our customers. In Treasury, we're doing the 5-year and longer range planning to make sure that we're going to have the revenue needed to support a capital plan that reinvests in our system. The planning for that project would start in Treasury, where we're doing our rate planning and needing to set rates for future capital projects like that. The board needs to be able to tell us this is the project we want to do and this is the budget for it, and that happens through our budget division.
Purchasing essentially manages the district's supply chain logistics, and what that means is that we procure the materials, assess the needs, bring those materials in, warehouse them, and then distribute them to the field.
As a planning engineer, we help to coordinate large capital improvement projects, and we make sure that they have the required community outreach, and we try to make sure that there won't be any long-term environmental significant impacts on the residents or the community before we go ahead and pass the project along to design.
Here in the design division, we prepare contract documents such as drawings and specifications for these capital improvements projects. The 5 divisions that make up the engineering and construction department each play an important role in delivering these critical projects. These include designing the projects themselves, planning for them, maintaining district standards, and managing their construction.
Construction division receives projects from design division. We work with contractors to develop facilities and large pipelines according to their respective design drawings and specifications. Here we're at San Pablo Water Treatment Plant, rebuilding the San Pablo Clearwell into 2 3.5 million gallon reservoirs.
The Orinda treatment plant is nearly 100 years old. It was built with just what we call a filtration process. And we are currently making some significant improvements to the disinfection process at that plant. This particular structure is about 60 feet deep, and we hope to finish it in another 4 years. And that's an area that we as engineers are extremely proud of, because you see something that you've actually put together on paper actually materialize in front of you.
Pipeline Rebuild looks and analyzes the leakiest pipes within our distribution system.
Working with Rebuild, their analytics has given us a better idea of what pipe needs to be replaced. We're at 12 crews now, installing over 20 miles of pipe.
Pipeline Rebuild's paving section is responsible for opening up approximately 5,000 to 6,000 streets per year, whether that be patch paving for the maintenance department or our larger, more significant projects with Pipeline Rebuild.
In our CIP, we are including projects that help us move into the future with greener technology.
We invest in green projects for their potential to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, reduce our impact on climate change, and preserve the environment for future generations.
So EBMUD's not just a water company, we're also on a smaller scale an energy company. We generate our own power from our hydro facilities at our dams, at a biogas generator at the wastewater plant, and also various solar projects scattered throughout our water system.
A project that we've been working on recently that I believe is particularly innovative has been to use land that we have to put solar panels in that will allow us actually to cover pipes that are waiting to be put into the ground. And so that not only protects the pipes, but also enables us to produce green renewable electricity.
Our goal is all driven toward meeting our emissions-free status.
The world is becoming more and more reliant on technology. It's becoming more digital. What I'm really proud that our team really focuses on is we spend a lot of time making sure we are protecting our employees, our ratepayers, and the physical district itself. This is a team of people. They are making sure all the water flows are correct. They're making sure the systems are working correctly because someone could be trying to break that. So this is a really important job. I think most people don't see it, and that's good. That means we're doing our job very well.
Our budget, in addition to housing capital budget and capital improvements, also includes investments that we want to make in our employees. So investments to provide training and growth opportunities so that we can serve our communities better.
So district is really committed to contract equity. We have really talented staff, plumbers and electricians, you name it, but then there are some scope of projects that do require outside work. When that happens, the contract equity team makes sure that small and underrepresented businesses are represented as much as possible, and they have a pretty great track record to that end.
When we do our work, we want to give back to the community. If you look at the diversity in our contract equity program, I think one of the things that we can be really proud of, we've given back almost $1 billion to businesses in the community. And those businesses are also supporting our mission.
We employ nearly 2,000 people. We provide great careers. When people come to EBMUD, they'll stay for 20 years, they'll stay for 30 years.
We've gotten out into places like the Cypress Mandela Training Center in Oakland. We've gotten to a lot of high schools to do a lot of recruiting. Our goal is to try to get as many people that live within our community to have an opportunity for a good job and to hopefully start a good career here.